Welcome back. Once we get some people here, I need to talk about TopStep and see if anybody wants to try something out real quick and see if this coupon works. I did end up taking a couple trades on my AMP account. Took after the move from news, we had this order block right here, and then we started going down, and I was looking for the continuation down to these lows, possibly here. Hey, what's up, Ben? I'm not sure if you just jumped on, but pretty sure I was probably talking to nobody, but I did already take a trade on my AMP account this morning, 2 trades, and I'm not trading that anymore today. I'll talk about that in a little bit when we get some more people in here, but I took like a 20-point loss in here after the news. I thought we were going to start continuing, at least go take these lows. But we came up, took like a 20-point loss. These are some pretty decent sized moves for 8:35 in the morning because we just had that move from news. But I took a 20-point loss, and then I waited a little bit, and then I got in on this little 30-second fair value gap, shorted that, and then covered somewhere down here. I don't know. I'm not currently signed into that account, but we took 30 points out of there, so we're up like $90, probably like 80 after commissions on that account. But today I'm gonna go down to, hey McLovin, what's going on? I'm going to start limiting myself to 2 trades per account. I say per account because I have a couple right now. My main one, AMP, my real account. Yeah. So yesterday afternoon, I kind of did some damage to myself. Not proud of it. I don't really want to talk about it too much. It's nothing we can't recover from. My account is... So this AMP account we started in the beginning of September, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. We just kind of gave up our profits from this week only. So I did stop, but I just wasn't paying attention to the money, and I just kept getting chopped up. Like, I kept taking little fair value gaps yesterday afternoon when I got back from lunch, and like just none of them were working. So it was like 10-point stop, 15-point stop, 10-point stop. It's just like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, one of these has to work eventually. I can't be wrong this many times. And you know, I was supposed to stop after the morning, but I waited, and it was kind of frustrating seeing that move that we were in yesterday morning did end up working, and that's probably why I did that. But I think we ended up down like 700. It's not like... I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not the end of the world. It's just we really have only had 2 good green days this week, Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday was like a $30 day, so we really only gave back Monday and Tuesday's profits. That's not that big of a deal. A mistake like that in the past I would have just blown my account completely. So I at least did have the self-control to, you know, get off and be done with that. Okay, so I found out about a a code for TopStep, and it gave me a free 150K account through TopStep. So I want you guys to try and see if it's still working today. A friend of mine sent it to me last night and it worked. I could pick whichever account I wanted and I went and got it. I put the code in and it brought the price down to 0. And then I sent it to another buddy of mine. He went and picked up a 150K account for free. Obviously, like, you have to pay for resets, and if you don't pass it within a month, you have to pay for next month, but you can always cancel it if it doesn't look like it's working out. However, shameless plug, if you like, you can click my link in the description to get to TopStep, but if you don't want to do that, I don't care, just go to topstep.com. But the coupon should be in the description as well, but I'll put it in the chat too. It's TopStep. I don't know if capital work means anything, but capital X and then internal. So I'm just curious if you guys want to try it and see if it gives it to you, because I don't know. I kind of feel like that coupon code's not supposed to be out there, but I'm going to use it and take full advantage of it while it's working. But right here, you'll see I'm on Tradervue. This is a 150K account and I didn't pay any money for this. I tried to go see if it was working this morning, but you can only use it one per person. I tried signing up for another account with a different email, but then you have to put your phone number in and it's going to recognize my phone number because I already have an account. But if anybody wants to try that and let me know if it works, that way, if it does work, I'm going to promote the hell out of it. So if it gets people free accounts, why not? Oh, damn. I should have streamed last night to tell everyone about it. Let's take that down then. That sucks. They jumped on that quickly after they saw probably thousands of people signing up for it. All right, well, besides that, I think the 90% is done with Apex, but now they're running a 71%. I've never seen that, but it's usually when they have like 90 and 80%, it's only for the first month, and the next month is a little bit less off. This is 71% the whole time. But that's nothing special. They're always running they're always running promotions. Good morning, MRY. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, so I've already okay, so after some mistakes yesterday, I'm only allowing myself 2 trades per account. I've already taken 2 trades on my AMP account. We're up like $90. I took a short this morning around here for a loss because then we had this run up. I was just expecting us to continue. Maybe it was a little bit of FOMO. I wasn't willing to put my stop way up here, so I kept a tighter stop. However, we did end up getting a entry, a little teeny tiny fair value gap on a 30-second chart, and then I was targeting these lows, so it took like 30 points out of this. Had I not had FOMO and just waited like I'm supposed to, we would be up like $300 today. Instead, we're up 90, probably like 80 after commissions. But those are my 2 trades. I'm not allowed to now trade that until the next trading session, which is on Monday. So this morning we'll trade that 150K account that we just got from TopStep. I think I'm gonna allow myself 2 minis at a time. That's a little aggressive. I probably should just only trade 1 mini, but yeah. What's up, Delta? Good morning, good morning. There's a few people who, it looks like a few people who just showed up. Try to say it very quickly. I have a couple accounts. I have my AMP account, my real one, and then I just got a TopStep account last night because there was a code going around for a free account. I've heard now it's not working anymore this morning. I don't think that coupon code was supposed to be out there, but I was able to take advantage of it and got a free 150K account. And then I have a Apex that is officially like passed as of today. So we'll sign up the funded stuff tonight, and then I'll have that funded one on Monday. And then I have 2 Apex evaluation accounts that we're working on that I'm just doing group trading on those because they're small accounts. So anyways, we have several opportunities, several accounts to trade, several accounts to pass, several accounts to blow. The main one obviously is my AMP futures account. I did a little bit of over trading yesterday afternoon and ended up giving back profits from Monday and Tuesday. So a little disappointed in myself for that. But it is what it is. I wasn't paying attention to how much I was down because I just kept getting stopped out, and I don't know. Finally, I realized, okay, that this is obviously not working out. I should have stayed off the goddamn charts, but I didn't. So after that, I'm only allowing myself 2 trades per account because typically my first 2 trades are my best, and then I just go downhill from there. This morning, we've already taken a loss and a win on my AMP, so we're up like $90 on that. So those were my 2 trades. I wasted the first one on a bit of a FOMO trade. Fortunately, the second one outweighed that one, so we are in the green on that account. And now we are switching over to down here. You'll see it says Tradervue, and this is the 150K through TopStep. I think you guys can see that. Yeah. So we're just going to trade that this morning. The profit goal is 9,000. It's a 3,000 daily loss limit and $4,500 drawdown or something. I don't know. So I should only trade 1 mini. However, this was a free account, so I'm taking it a little more aggressive, and we're going to trade 2 minis. Honestly, 10 to 20 points, I'm good, and then we'll move on to the next account, and we'll just rotate. And then that way, there is, as long as I stick to my stops, which I have been, I don't move my stops anymore. If I get into a trade, I have a clear exit plan. I have like a clear spot where the trade's not working out, and that's where my stop goes, and I don't move that anymore. I mean, I used to do it a long time ago, but I haven't done that in a while. My stop stays where it needs to be. Yeah, correct. I can't, so my target's 9,000. I'm not allowed to get more than 4,500 in one day. If you do that, then they just move the goalpost a little further. So, I mean, it's not a big deal if you do want to make more. You just have to make more in the end. However, I would like to pass this within 20 days so we don't have to pay for it, because I ended up getting for free because there was a coupon going around last night that people were utilizing, and I guess they caught on and turned it off. But I like free stuff, so I took it. I was hoping it was going to work this morning for you guys, but it's not. And I don't have any social media, otherwise I would have posted it for people to see. Had we made that Discord a couple days ago that you guys wanted, then we could have posted it in there for people to see it. I appreciate that, Delta. So we did officially pass my one Apex was a 25K account, which we already hit the profit goal, and all we needed was 7 days of trading. So that's official today. I did that at market open last night at 6 p.m. I just took a enter exit, and that's day 7 done. So I should get an email from them this evening and then pay for that, and then that's available to trade on Monday. I think the 2 trades a day, or 2 trades per account, is going to help me. It will help me not do too much damage to any one given account. If there's a day where I'm doing bad and I'm just not reading the market, the worst I can do is 2 red trades on every account, and every account will live until the next day. I don't really over leverage anymore. I am a little bit too much on this, and I am over leveraged on my 25K accounts. However, it's not like a drastic amount for the trades I'm taking. So I think that's all the news updates I have. I was really upset at myself yesterday afternoon for continuing to trade, and just I was perfectly fine yesterday morning getting off, but then I saw that the trade that we exited and break even ran to my profit target after I got off the stream. And then I just thought about that the whole time I was eating lunch, and I went out to lunch, and then when I came back, I'm like, you know what? I read the market right there. I missed that because I got out too early because my patience started trading and wasn't working out. So we're basically break even on this week, which it's not a big deal. That's a small price to pay for a mistake like that. 6-7 months ago, when I would have a day like that, I would have just gone to blow the account. I'm gonna buy a couple. We're hitting this order block, and oh, there's no stop there. I'm not looking for a huge reaction, just something off of this. And maybe we'll get a reaction in the other direction. Potentially just up in the low 80s. Oh, you know what? I don't. No, that's fine. I don't know if this is this doesn't look that great anymore. Wasn't really paying attention that we were right around the halfway of that move right here. Yeah, this was like a this was a very quick decision I made to jump in on this. I kind of almost immediately regretted it, but we're gonna see it out now. It just looked good with these. I also didn't realize I was on the 30-second, but that's not 1 minute. Looks pretty identical. I liked these red candles and then all this displacement past it. However, I wasn't really paying attention that we were right around the halfway point. So we are off to a great start on this account. Good thing it was free. So I shouldn't even have this account to begin with. That's what I get for talking too much and not getting my chart ready. I should have had this 50% level drawn out. Yeah, so when you trade through Tradingvue and then through Tradervue, it looks a little laggy. Oh, okay. You're on Are you on Tradervue? Maybe could get a little reaction off of that and then go back up into here.
Nothing's playing right now.
The hell? Yeah, I really wish I would have I should have left this on here. But then I get too many things on my charts. I do want to see when we come back up and short that. Aiming for, I mean, I think we could aim for the lows. I don't really want to see it come up to here. Damn, that's a big stop, but like I said, we're gonna be a little more aggressive on this account. Right? The only thing I have going for me right now is just thinking high, low, higher, high, and then we came down and kind of displaced past that. I mean, on the 2 minute, we sure did. And the fact that we already came up a little above 50% of this move. Wicks up in there. Bodies respecting that pretty good. It's up one stop. Yeah, I personally don't use the Dom. Man, maybe this just isn't my day. That my end of the week. And so I really like web applications. All right, so we're done trading that account today. There's my 2 trades. This is what I'm saying. I do better. My first 2 trades of the day are when I do my best, and I just start, I don't know, just overthinking things. Now we're gonna just run higher, I guess. I don't know. I really, most days when we have a candle like this, I am expecting a retracement. But I wasn't really thinking we were going to get a retracement on this move today. We went straight after these lows. This one hit this 1 hour fair value gap, got a reaction off it, came back up to 50% of that move. That, to me, that makes it seem like we're going to keep going down and take out those lows. But the market does whatever it wants. The main thing is just not being affected. Like, okay, I read the market twice wrong there. This is why I have my rule of I'm just taking 2 trades on that account. Yeah. I mean, this looked really good. I thought that displace down past this, come back up into that order block and drive us further down. But that's just, I mean, even if the setup presents itself, it doesn't mean it's going to work out that time. Some trades just don't work out. Today just happens to be a huge news day where we're going to get bigger moves. So when you are wrong, they're just going to be that much worse. You should be able to just take a losing trade and it will put you below the profit. I know you can take a losing trade. Yeah, just take a loss and then you won't pass it today. Get your account balance down lower. You have 5 accounts, right? So like if you're not ready to pay for the funded the funded fees on 5 accounts, you don't want to pass them all at the same time. We gotta wait. I'm waiting minimum of 15 minutes to take a freaking if you have 5 accounts, you with Apex, when you pass, you have 48 hours to pay the funded fee. So if you don't want to, yeah, you have to pay it within 48 hours, which kind of sucks that you can't just save it. That kind of, the first time I ever had it funded, it kind of caught me off guard. So this fool has 5 that he just passed that he told me he was going to stagger passing them so you don't have to pay them all at the same time. Then he accidentally just passed them all today. What's going on, student struggle? We're all struggling out here. I liked Delta, how the other day you were saying something about market analysis, and I was just saying how I wasn't going to take advice from people, like not being rude or anything, and you were like, oh, don't take advice from me, I suck at trading. That was hilarious. You're going to end up trying to take losing trades, and they're just going to go in profit. So we took our 2 trades on this account. Let's see how bad this is. That's not good. But again, I was trading 2 minis, which is way too much. We're just gonna have to. Yeah, we're just gonna keep trading 2 minis on Monday with that. I don't care. Because this was a free account. So next, we'll take trades on these 2 evaluations. On these, I'm trading 1 mini per each one. They're only 25K accounts. I only have 1,500 to draw down, so I'm just looking for like 10 to 12 point risks and like a 1-to-1. We might have to wait a little bit though, because we're getting some larger moves. So I don't know if we'll get any 10-point risk entries. Usually I have this axis in increments of 10, but I mean the candles are taking up the whole screen, so I've had to go down to 20. Maybe I would have been a little bit hesitant to take some of these trades had I kept this on increments of 10, because these are massive moves. Good for you. I should have done that yesterday. I think you just got here, Knives, but that trade that I took yesterday morning, my last one, that we got out at break even, of course, like ran to my target when I got off, and then I saw that and came back in the afternoon and lost a little more than I should have. So we're like break even on my AMP account this week. All right, I think we're a little bit in the green after this morning. We're up like 90 on it, so I'm probably, after commissions all week long, it was probably just a break-even week, but a break-even week is it better than a red week? So we'll take it, and hopefully 2 trades max on that account will help me not do that again. Yeah, that's true, Knives. Student struggle. Yeah, I have been doing a lot better on my personal account than I have on any of these evaluations. For me, it's not the trailing drawdown that affects me. It's just the multiple rules and multiple goals that affect me. My goal on my personal account is to trade as responsibly as I can. That's the goal. On the evaluations, the goal is pass this account before you have to keep paying it. And I know you're not supposed to think like that, but that's what I have in my mind. and then you also have this trailing drawdown coming up right behind you. So just multiple factors that affect me on those accounts. However, it's not stopping me from trying them, but I'm trying to trade as responsibly as I can on all of them. I do recognize I over leverage on the evaluations. To me, it's worth the risk, but I could probably pass them if I just take my time and take a little bit longer on them, which we do have one account that is passed, but I'm trying to get like a whole army of evaluation accounts passed. I have not had a payout from a funded. I had one funded before I started YouTube, and then I failed it after like a week or two. Then we had that funded a couple months ago that we just kept losing because we were trying like a different strategy, and then I ended up just throwing it away before my vacation, right? I don't know. And then when we came back, we got another funded, and then I blew it on day one just from the emotions. It's definitely easier to obey your own personal rules on like a real account. No, I think we just kept the one before my trip. We were just up and down, and the downs always were a little bit more, which is a constant struggle for a lot of people. It's really hard to keep those red days to a minimum. And I just kind of felt defeated with it. So I'm like, I need to just start a fresh one when we get back. And then we had an evaluation account that we were super close to passing before my trip. And I also YOLO'd that right before I left because I was like, I don't want this sitting. I couldn't handle it sitting so close to getting there. And then when we came back, we passed that one within like a couple weeks. And then I just let the emotions get to me on day one, and we blew that sucker real quick. I'm 100% with you, Knives. Like, it doesn't matter what account you're trading, what the size is, or anything. The goal should be you trade responsibly, you trade with the correct amount of leverage, you obey your stops, you obey your take profit, all that stuff. It shouldn't really change depending on what account you're on. However, we're human, and you get an account for like $16 from Apex, and they let you pile on more leverage. It's like, why not? That's the plan, Prada, is to, if I take trades on the stream, it seems to be helping me obey my rules a lot better. Some other people have a hard time streaming and trading, but I kind of think it's oddly helping me. It's kind of like if you talk. So I'm sure everybody is has experienced this, where like in the evenings when you're not trading, if you talk to somebody about trading or talk to a buddy who trades, like you can tell them exactly what you're supposed to do. In a perfect world, this is how you can be profitable at trading. All you have to do is obey these rules. All you have to do is stop when you reach your loss limit for the day. That's all you have to do. Stop when you're down a little bit. Stop when you meet a certain amount in the mornings, whatever. And then you get on the charts and all that, you throw all that out the window and you just start doing whatever the hell you want. For me, streaming is kind of like I'm trying to help. I'm trying to show like this is how you're supposed to trade. So I'm almost like respecting my rules a lot better. I haven't had any issues with AMP so far. I've only had them only a little over a month. Depositing through ACH takes like 5 days. Withdrawals are, so far I've been in the same day. I've taken 2 and I place them in the morning around like 10 or 11, and then they're in my bank that afternoon, evening. Their AMP's site, I mean, it's just a brokerage, and like their site's a little sketchy looking, but I mean they're perfectly fine. I like when a site looks nice and everything, and their site is just like so basic, but it works. And I've just been trading through Tradervue connected to them. Really want to find like a 30-second entry. So I'm looking for something like this, where we have a fair value gap on a 30-second, and then where I can get in only risking 12 points. This would have been like, we could have waited. It's like that's borderline. I want something that's a little bit tighter than that. I don't know what you mean, Delta, but I don't like. I understand just because a site looks nice doesn't mean that it's legit. I mean, I have not had any problems with Apex. I've gotten payouts from the affiliate stuff, and their site is absolute garbage. I thought it was a scam the first time I found out about them and signed up, but so far, I mean, I've made money off of them. They've probably made more money off of me paying for freaking evaluations and lifetime funded fees that I end up blowing, but have you had student struggle? Have you had issues with TopStep? Right. And another thing with the personal accounts, I don't know what the hell just happened. I think we're back. You guys there? Taylor, I've taken a couple trades on my AMP account. I traded yeah, so on my AMP account, I wasn't streaming, but I took 2 trades after the news. I took a 20-point loss, shorted this. It was a bit of a FOMO trade, but then we did get a short, a bearish fair value gap, and I took 30 points out of the market right here. So we're up a little bit, but I'm limiting myself to 2 trades per account. So I just picked up a TopStep account last night, and we took 2 trades on this one, and we're down like 2 grand. So now I'm just waiting for an entry, just waiting for something I like to trade on my Apex account. So we're just going through each account and allowing myself 2 trades on each one, and then when we get to the end, we're done. Yeah, we're down 2K on this TopStep account because it's the 150K and I got it for free yesterday. So I was trading with 2 minis, so that's why it's so large. But it's fine. I don't really. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's affecting me or anything. But I'm just waiting for like a little sniper of an entry on the 30-second for my 2 Apex accounts, because I don't want to risk more than 10 or 12 points there. Like these little fair value gaps on the 30-second, when they're in a reasonable spot, seem to work. Any one of those, stop at the low. Like I said, this is risking 14 points. I really cannot risk more than 12. However, any one of those would have given a 1-to-1 so far or more. I don't know if I would have taken it when it digs even deeper into there. Yeah, the moves are kind of big, and I'm just not sure where we're going. Got some equal highs up here. Now we have equal lows down here. So we need one of those to be taken out. It's ugly. We did on the 5-minute, which I think is like king. We did have the move down, taking out the liquidity beneath this right into a 1 hour bullish fair value gap. Had all this displacement up. We came back and tapped this fair value gap. And now it looks like it's reaching for those. Appreciate it, man. You have a good one. Oh, we gotta... Oh, never mind. I've already taken one trade earlier, I think in pre-market, right before news, on these two evaluations. So we only have one more. No, McLovin, I don't. I have, on this computer that I'm recording on, I just have two screens, and the other screen just has YouTube Studio and my OBS stuff for recording. And then I have a laptop that I have like my work stuff on that I'm monitoring emails. But I really like just watching the Nasdaq chart, and that's it. No, not looking at any other indicators or other assets or anything like that. I mean, we just took 2 losses, so oh, nice. Good job passing those 3 evals. Is that on a Apex? Yeah, OBS is it's like the go-to for recording and or streaming. Were those on Apex? I can't remember. Nice. Were you copy trading them or group trading or whatever? Very nice, McLovin. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against indicators. Like, if they can assist you in your strategy and it works for you, that's great. I just like the idea of trading with nothing but the candles. I am against when you have like a million of them, or that what is that? What's the stuff with all the bubbles, like bookmap and stuff? Like, I don't know. That's not for me. I don't like that. I mean, we've been doing pretty good trading like this, so I have no idea. I don't really know anything about it. I just know it looks insane having a bunch of uh circles or bubbles or whatever. And it's obviously not necessary. Yeah, I have watched the dollar, tried to watch for things there. It just was messing with me. I think that helps to develop like a daily bias, right? Like if you can read the dollar, then you can just expect the opposite on Nasdaq. That's what ICT teaches, right? Because I see him talking about the dollar all the time, but I don't know. I'm just looking for little uh, liquidity runs and try to scalp some points out of it. I don't know, Delta. I've tried watching them at the same time, and uh, like I've seen dollar go up quickly, and then I went to Nasdaq expecting Nasdaq to go down, but Nasdaq didn't go down. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like you can't watch it. You can't watch like the little moves intraday, right? Like you need it to like you need to be looking at the larger move on a higher time frame. And that's a good plan, Delta. If it just feels like you feel those emotions coming up and you recognize you're not doing too good, then it's best to walk away. You can't lose money if you're not sitting on the charts. Yeah, this looks like it's wanting to run. It's looking on the 1 hour, and before the move this morning, we took out this high, then dropped, taking out this low. So just this move, we've taken out liquidity on it. Came down, hit that fair value gap perfectly, right to halfway at point of it, and moving up. There's that. But now where do we go? And then I liked that reaction off of that 50% level too. Very nice, McLovin. That's great. Great self-control just taking those two. I think I'm a little hesitant to take trades just because we took 2 back-to-back losses on this TopStep account, and my plan was to trade a mini on the those 25Ks with Apex, but I know that's too large, so I don't really want to take a loss on those two. But I also don't have to even take a trade, even if a setup is there. This may have been our last entry for this move. Did anybody catch this move right here? Did you grab that on the way up? I think it would be worth it to try if the market came down. That's about halfway of that move. I don't know if it's wanting to go down here though. One of these, McLovin. That's nice. I'm kind of feeling like I should just stay out. After my afternoon yesterday, a little bit of a FOMO trade first thing this morning. My AMP account is green though today, and I'm green on these two evaluation accounts. So I honestly think I should just not take anything else. Nice jack. That's a pretty good move that you caught, and you waited to, I mean, that's pretty strong indication that we're about to run. Hey, that's fine that it's 1 micro. You build consistency with that, and then when you're ready, you add another micro, and now you just doubled your income. Yeah, it seems like we do always retrace these moves. But then every time they happen, I'm like, there's no way we're going to retrace it this time. We're going to keep going. But look at all these nice entries. This 1 hour, I mean, we hit it perfectly. Seeing that before market should have told me, this is going to go back to the highs or where we started. Same thing has been happening on FOMC. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's got to be days where when we have a move like that, we do continue, but most of the time it seems like we typically retrace it, don't we? The last FOMC we dropped at 2, chopped until like 2:30. At 2:30, I took a long and got the move back up, and then after that, then we kept going. So for my future self, everything in this price action, respecting all of the bullish fair value gaps, that should have told me like this wants to go higher. We didn't respect any bear. I mean, there aren't really any. So this one didn't really respect that. We didn't respect it at all. Came up, filled it in, and kept going to create those equal highs. So now that we just filled this all back in, now it's just going to tank. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get off of here. We're green on AMP account, on my AMP account. We're green on the 2 evals. We have one that's officially passed today, so that will be funded on Monday. And then we're red on the TopStep account, which I'm not gonna be mad about that. I shouldn't really even have that account to begin with, so. Plus, we're coming off of a rough afternoon yesterday, so I needed to take it easy today because of that. But doing the two trades per account, I believe is going to help me moving forward. We've been doing great. I just know that I still struggle dealing with red days. I need to make my red days, one, keep them just to a minimum, and two, when I have a red day, don't get out of control. I'm assuming most of you all will continue trading this, so just be careful, stick to your rules, stick to your setups, practice good self-control. If you feel like you should stop, you should just stop. We've already had a couple people mention in here that they're just going to stop because they feel like it's just getting to them, which is nothing wrong with that. We have to do what protects ourselves from these markets. They're dangerous out there. But you guys have a good weekend, and we'll be back Monday morning, 9:15 a.m. And I swear to God, I am not getting back on the charts later. I'm done, and we're ending it there. And come back on Monday. So you guys all have a good one. See you later.